welcome to Lakeside Tarot. My name is Tara. Thank you for joining me for today's reading. This reading is going to be for the collective. It may or may not resonate with you. Please use your own discernment to decide what is and what is not for you. Today is Sunday, June 15th. We're going to hop right in, see what's going on in the collective energy. My kids are currently out with their dad right now, but I have no idea when they're going to be here. So if I have to cut this reading short, sorry about that. But hopefully I won't. Hopefully I will not. Hopefully they're out having a good time right now. All right, we got moving physical location change. All right. Interview, talk, conversation, get on the same page. And nightlife, gamble, take a risk, Vegas. And then we've got love affair, dirty little secret, down low. All right, let's get into it. Paradise, happiness, expansion, joy, playfulness, oneness, enjoying each other. You could have moved recently. Someone could maybe want to move in with you. I don't know. There's definitely something here about a move. This is in the past position here. There's something about like getting away from a situation in the past, moving locations, and being happy doing that. Okay? We got reminiscing, keepsake, perception, learn from the past, make memories. Wedding rings, union, wedding, married, soul connection, eternal love, everlasting promise, engagement, partnership, commitment, eternity, completion, union. This is something about looking back on the past. Codependent, obsession, possession, controlling, has a block, restraint. There's something here about looking back at the past, blocking union. Union's here, but looking back at what happened in the past was lowering your vibration. Take a chance, risk, being strategic, options, not showing hand, gambling. Healthy choices, making healthy choices in love and life, self-love, self-care, being happier. Seduction, attraction, flirting, dating, hooking up, temptation, third-party interference. There's someone from your past that was in it for seduction, temptation, right? You moved on from that situation. You've made healthy choices for yourself. You're living in the moment, that kind of thing. But this person from the past is an interference in some way in your dynamic. I don't know what that is. I don't know if this is something that is on your end or if this is something on your masculine's end, or it could be both. But either way, this is an interference. Date. Meeting someone new, dating, getting back out there, plan, set a date, unconditionally loving, giving and receiving affection, falling in love. Okay? You're ready to date. You're ready to move on. The Phoenix, new phase, rekindle, renew, transformation, growth, changed mind. Boat, receiving what you need, progression, arriving, moving on, closure issues. Palm tree, stability, security, permanence, growth, endurance, flexibility. It's like you're not talking to someone from your past, but this person won't leave you alone. Okay? So, I mean, it's like you have to do whatever it is you need to do in order to block this person out of your life, whatever that means for you. Okay? Because, you know, you can't wait on someone else to make a decision, right? If this person's an interference in your connection, you can't wait on your masculine to make a move as far as not allowing this person to be an interference. You're going to have to be the one to make the move here. You don't need to involve the masculine in any way. If that means cutting off communication with your masculine, if it means moving again, if it means you know, I mean, this person from your past is stalking you, right? They won't stop. They've got some kind of abandonment issue. It's like this could have been someone who was running from love in the past, but now they can't stop like chasing you. Deadline, timeline running out, running, avoiding, synchronicities, intervention come together. Yeah, I mean, this person's a major interference. A major interference here. Nourish, self-growth, self-focus, soul-finding. Boundaries, no. Drawing the line, enough. Perspective, better off. Happiness, clear space. Bottom of the deck, breaking point, limit, final straw, overwhelmed. House. This is all about stability, root chakra. This is you choosing yourself. This is in the past position. This is not new for the collective that I'm reading for. This is not something new. This is not a situation where you just left somebody who's very toxic for you. You could be having issues in a current connection, but this is referring to the past. This is referring to you shutting the door and locking the gate on what was not true stability. Okay, this is all the dark clouds, the stormy weather. You could have had, material things in this past connection, but there was no stability. You shut the door on that. It's like it looked good from the outside, but it was nothing but darkness surrounding this connection. You wanted stability. You wanted to feel like yourself again. So you packed your bags and went on a journey. Main male. That's right. Drawing the line, no, enough. Okay. You could have set up boundaries that are as big as the Great Wall of fucking China, because that's what's on this card with this person. Why? For a new beginning. Okay. Got marriage. Expectation. Yeah, because you were looking for union. You were looking for true love. Not some bullshit, which is what you dealt with when you were with this person. It was illusions. It was fake. It was in and out. It was Knight of Wands. It was devil. It was all that stuff, right? Okay, you've gone through a transformation. You know what you want. Privileged lady. Sudden wealth. Bad health. Unexpected income. Mature woman. High honor. Gift. Official person. Imprisonment. So this person's miserable because they're sitting here. This is where they're stalking you, is on social media. Okay? That they can't stop watching you on there. Okay? They're casting illusions, trying to confuse you on who is and who isn't loyal to you, trying to keep you brokenhearted, trying to keep you under stress, trying to lust after you or make you lust after them. What is this divine masculine doing here? Mistakes, chasing, resistance, community, pathway, false person, high honor. I don't know. This divine masculine could be focused on this obsession. Okay. They could be wanting to come back and try to build stability with you, but you may have walked away from them. Okay. I don't know. Whatever it is, it's been complete and utter unnecessary illusions. Spying, intuition, resistance, healing. Can someone just like get a restraining order on this person? Oh man. If the karmic in my situation gave me a reason to like a legitimate reason where I could walk and up to, like, I've already done all the research as far as where to get a restraining order and all that. They cross that line, that Great Wall of China that I've already set up, and I'm putting a restraining order on that person. They just haven't done it. Not yet. We got missing, thinking of you. Disputes, legal matters in the reverse. Intuition, inner knowing. Bottom of the deck, lies, keeping secrets. All right. Confinement. I don't know, it's stubbornness. There's a masculine energy here who's missing you, feeling trapped. Commitment, profession. This is work. This is about work. Okay, so this is a divine masculine here. They're feeling trapped, okay, because they have a commitment to their job. This karmic masculine here, the master of illusions, the warlock, whatever you want to refer to them as, they're trying to cast illusions at this person's job. What is this stubbornness here? Fright in the reverse, illness, profession, coach, strategy, fury. You're blocking out the noise. That's what this is. This isn't stubbornness. This is you blocking out the noise. Okay, you've got this masculine here who's, feeling all bad for themselves, holding on to these jail bars like they just can't do anything about it, which is an illusion. That's an illusion that's been cast over this person. You're shutting out the noise. I'm not doing anything. I'm not having anything to do with this, right? Fright in the reverse. You're not going to live in fear. You're going to move forward fearlessly. And what is this gift? Apology. Someone wants to apologize to you. Fury, disturbance, calm. Origin, indulgement. Conflict, merit making, robbery, justice. Your masculine wants to apologize to you, okay? They want to apologize for this other masculine here who's ridiculously upset and trying to pull the strings here. We got perseverance, right, justice. They're going to let themselves out of this fake ass jail that they're in. Okay? And it's like, this karmic masculine. You know this karmic masculine enough to know just how manipulative they are. So it's like, to this person, to your masculine, they for real feel like they're stuck. I can't get to you. Why? Because there's this karmic masculine who's acting like a fucking lunatic. Origin, initiation, creativity, vitality, robbery, introvert. Memory, evidence, stop, reservation. So anyways, your masculine sitting here looking at pictures of you guys, memories that you've made together, okay, collaborations here, the growth, how far you guys have come here, maybe text messages that you've sent them, pictures that you've sent them. It's like they're reminiscing here. I mean, we do have missing thinking of you. This person's just constantly thinking of you in their little jail bars here, just looking at all these photos. They know that this person's plan was to keep you stuck, to keep the two of you separated from each other, to steal your creativity. Okay? That's why you got these two people sitting here staring at the phone. Oh, what's this person doing now? What's this angry karmic masculine doing now? Oh, they're stealing our ideas. I mean, it sounds ridiculous, but you know, it's deeper than that. It's spiritual. Okay, so these like cycles and stuff like that, they can take a while. You got accident, disturbance, stop, profession at the bottom of the deck. So you and your masculine are both aware of the fact that this person's crazy. Okay. You got danger, irritation. This person's not right. Something's not right about them. They've got some kind of attachment to them. Okay. Could be a spiritual attachment. Either way, this person's sinister. They like to see somebody hurt. They like that. You know, you have to have something wild attached to you to actually want to see others in pain. And that's what this person's dealing with here. See how like there's this creepy attachment, and it's like he's got like this sinister smile here over here looking at somebody hurt on the ground trying to fix something here. Someone's trying to stop another person's job. I don't know. Someone could be studying for something. You could be studying. There's something here about justice for what's happened in this situation. All right, let's keep going. What is this lies? Third wheel. Relaxation, marionette, loss. Indulgence, eternal love, real estate. Frustration, passion. Right. Eternal love, family, self-love. Yeah, well, I mean, your masculine basically has not been talking to you about this person and what this person's been doing. So, you know, until they come clean about that, there's not really any reason for you to make any kind of move here. Spiritual awakening, realizations. Okay, this person's going through a spiritual awakening. They're realizing that this masculine's been lying to them about something. Unsent messages, travel, crossroads. Look for what's hidden, safety, comfort. I don't know. Anyways, this divine masculine's going to have to free themselves from their fake jail that they put themselves in. We got attract, attractive, trust, divine time, structure, foundation. Bottom of the deck, ace of fire, passion, new starts, attraction, creation, desire, new venture, or job, action. All right, so there's two people here who are mutually attracted to each other, have mutual feelings, both want to be close to each other. Okay, you could dream about each other, think about each other, you could have telepathic communication with each other. Okay, you're being called to release control. All right, everything's working out fine. This is about divine timing. You need to trust that. Slow down. Self-confidence. There's something here about, like, I don't know, worthiness, or like you, this is yin and yang. And it's like the two of you are coming into union. We got gloom, forgive. I mean, this is past position here. It's almost like this was a connection that could have, boom, came into union right away, but it couldn't because there were issues going on. All right. This isn't just you or just the masculine. This is both struggling with sadness, with confidence issues. And this is from like past relationships, right? So you can't come into union and really truly be present with a divine counterpart if you're still healing from things in the past. So that's what you guys were looking at. Wounded heart, joy, unknowing. There's something very draining here. Okay. Fear, inner awareness. It's like this third wheel here was sucking the joy out of this union, this connection here, but you and your masculine have both been afraid of the unknown. So it's like almost like clinging on to what you know, even if you know it's toxic as fuck and draining you. Well, at least I know what it is. At least I know what I'm dealing with here. But in the meantime, you guys are holding yourselves back. Gloom. The fuck is this? Jealousy. Yeah, you got let go. Healing. Could be sadness and jealousy issues here. There's definitely mirroring happening. There's like one person who's avoiding their emotions. I don't know. Hope, optimism, inner awareness. Yeah, there's a need to let go of whatever, like, if you're jealous of anything your masculine's doing, and please, I think it's very important to point out the meaning of the word jealous. People can take the word jealous and get triggered by it because they don't realize that if you're jealous, it's not a bad thing. If you're jealous of something, it's because there's a fear of losing what you desire. Okay. So, say there's a third wheel involved in this situation and there's jealousy involved. That jealousy is stemming from a place of fear, not from a place of wanting to control. Now, if you're dealing with a toxic karmic situation, absolutely, you're dealing with someone who's jealous because they want to control you, they want to keep you caged. Okay. But maybe understanding what it means to be jealous in a healthy way, or to be sad in a healthy way, and to be able to heal these parts. It's almost like shame for feeling those ways. Okay. If you're feeling jealous or sad, or your person's feeling jealous or sad, there might be shame attached to that just because of past experiences, or because of what the expectation is from other people when it comes to, well, why are you sad, or why are you jealous, and like a negative connotation um attached to these things, where really what's at the very core of that is love. There could be an emotional release here for you and this person. Definitely heavy mirroring going on. We got forgive. Yeah, this person's definitely coming in with an apology. Worry, protect your feelings. That's what I'm saying when it comes to like jealousy or sadness. Don't beat yourself up if you're feeling that way, or if this person's feeling this way, they need to understand not to beat themselves up for feeling that way, because the core of why you're feeling that way or they're feeling that way is because of the love that's between the two of you. There's something here about temptation and illusions. Dreams, you could be getting dream messages, your person could be getting dream messages. That's what's at the core of this, is two people that are jealous, two people that are sad. Why? Because they're worried that the other is going to be tempted. Trauma, yeah, bottled up. So if this person hasn't expressed this to you, how they've really been feeling, like, hey, I might act this way or act that way, or whatever the case is, or I'm feeling this way or feeling that way, but it's coming from a place of worry. It's coming from a place of wanting to protect myself, or you, or whatever the case is. This person, part of their trauma that they need to heal is keeping this bottled up, rather than expressing it. Fate, fortune, wheel of fortune, karma, cycles, divine intervention, divine detours. So whatever's happening now is, it's hard to tell sometimes when you're going through different situations, especially in the healing process and coming into union and all that. Is this falling apart forever, or why hasn't this come together yet? Because you guys have to be able to maintain it when it does come together. Otherwise, it's going to come together and then just fall right back apart, which you may be kind of already experiencing that in this connection, not necessarily like, not coming together in physical, like sexual union, but getting close, like closer to each other physically, spending more time together, talking more often, whatever the case is. And then all of a sudden, the two of you are being separated again. All right. Well, why are you being separated again? Because there's trauma. If this person can't communicate with you how they're feeling, and instead they're projecting something onto you because they have trauma and they're not able to express themselves via communication, honest communication, it's going to come out as a projection. They're not going to say, I'm feeling jealous or sad. They're going to, and I'm feeling that way because I'm afraid you're going to be tempted. I'm afraid someone's going to take you from me. Okay. There's something inside of them. Maybe they dealt with a situation in the past where they weren't allowed to express their feelings. If they said they were sad or said they were jealous, they got shamed for feeling that way. That's why I said there's like shame attached to this where it doesn't belong. You shouldn't feel shame for feeling jealous or sad, right? And this person shouldn't feel shame for feeling jealous or sad. But both of you, there's something here that needs to be healed as far as that goes. Attraction, divine soul counterpart attractions transcends superficiality. So on the outside, this could be a connection that doesn't look like, I don't know, like people don't see or know the depth of the attraction between the two of you guys. This is not about surface level attraction. This goes way deeper than that. Soul, your soul is preparing to reconnect, trust in the process. 100%. This is going to come back together. Intense, the intensity of a true soul connection includes great highs and great lows. And then you've got synchronicity. A divine soul counterpart relationship is blessed with amazing moments of synchronicity. Okay, so pay attention to this. Pay attention to the things that are happening. All right. So I'll share like a little thing here with my particular situation, just so you can kind of get an idea of how these different synchronicities can come about. Sometimes it's in the way of angel numbers, right? Sometimes it's in the way of I don't know. I mean, there's all kinds of different things, but sometimes it's in the way of an answered prayer, but you're not seeing how that comes about. So, for instance, in my situation, I have not seen my karmic in the situation in years. And this week, after there was like a falling out between me and my person, or me and, the person I've been connecting with, um, I was like, you know what? I need to get off of social media because I've had this like obsession with, this is super personal. I've had, but I'm going to share it. I've had this obsession with like keeping tabs on what's going on, right? Through mutual friends' pages. And I get triggered all the time. And that's been coming from a place of trying to protect what I consider to be sacred, as well as the future, my future. When me and the person I'm connecting with had like a falling out, I was like, why am I even doing this? Like, why am I obsessing over trying to keep tabs on what's going on? Because I've had these people stalking, harassing, all that stuff. Okay. So this isn't just like, oh, I can't let go of the past. It's like, when are these motherfuckers coming back in again? It's more like that. Okay. And I've been obsessed with trying to protect it instead of letting God control the situation, or trusting that he's going to walk us both through this, right? So, anyways, I was like, you know what? I'm getting off of social media. So I started taking a break. Boom, ran into the karmic like that 3 times this week in an environment where there was over 2,000 people. And so, like, first of all, what are the chances that you see that person 1 time, let alone 3 times? So, anyways, um, it was like I saw them from behind the first time and wasn't sure if it was them or not, but I was like, I'm pretty sure it is. Second time, they walked right in front of me and my kids. And we were just walking, right? And I felt like I was walking next to a stranger. Okay. And then shortly after, they turned around, walked back our direction, and I didn't even make eye contact. Okay. I just kept my gaze forward, kept moving, kept doing what I was doing. So, anyways, I'm sharing that because at a much deeper soul level, that was a synchronicity. What it was me being able to see and feel for myself just how much I've grown. Okay. Like it was so tumultuous years ago that a lot of my relationships suffered. I've beat myself up throughout the growth process on things from the past that, they're in the past now. There's nothing I can do about it. But I let a lot of things go to shit because I was in a very abusive situation. So, anyways, being able to be in that, because, social media and stuff like that, it can be very, there's a lot of illusions, right? It's virtual reality. People are posting the highlights, or they're making things, they're putting filters on things, or they're positioning things a certain way. They're trying to make, or people post things on purpose just to try to piss people off. Whatever the case is, it's virtual reality. It's not reality. So to be in reality, physical reality, next to that person and feel like this is just a stranger. And then when I sat on it and woke up the next day, I'm like, you have come so far, and you really need to be proud of yourself of the growth that you've had. So, anyways, this was huge for me and for my healing, right? And for the obsession of like, when's the next time this or that's going to happen? And does this person pose a threat to me? How am I going to feel the next time I see them? I did, and it didn't feel like anything. There was no negativity, there was no anxiety, there was no resentment, there was no positivity, there was no holy crap, so glad to see this person, or can't wait to say hi to this person. Nothing. It was just there. It was bizarre that that's how it played out. But I'm sharing this just so you know, like, if you're in this place where you're worried about, like, what would things be like? Or do I have the strength to walk away from that situation? Am I susceptible to going back to it? Do I trust myself? Um, am I willing to step into the unknown? Like all these things, if this is fears that you're holding on to, let go of control, pray about it, okay? Because I found myself in situations more than once where I let the tower fucking fall, and then it's like God comes in and is like, hey, I've got you, like, you're okay, right? But I could have stopped the cycle a lot sooner than allowing the tower to fall before that cycle is closed. So there's also something here about um, a lesson in taking action, right? Something's not good for you. You're holding on to something, whatever that is, but you're not willing to let go of it. If you don't let go of it, the tower is going to fall. It does every fucking time, right? It does. So, anyways, that was very personal, and I don't know, but I'm sharing it just to remind you that God's here with you. Okay, He hears your prayers. He's going to answer your prayers one way or the other. And the best thing you can do is let go of control and just trust that God knows what He's doing and that His timing is perfect. Okay, and that He's not going to leave you abandoned or to fall into the abyss of depression if you just trust in Him. We've got 10 of Swords, Intuitive Kev. There's something here about you and this person understanding that you've both been betrayed in the past. Okay, this isn't two people. This is not two people bonding over toxicity. This is not like a trauma bond, but this is two people recognizing that the other person has been betrayed in the past. Okay. Also, respecting each other's boundaries, being able to understand each other's boundaries. We got 4 wands. Damn. Not this fucking hidden enemy here at the bottom of the deck. You've got soul. Your soul's preparing to reconnect, trust the process. 4 of wands. And then you've got the hidden enemy. Okay, we all know who the hidden enemy is. Oh, that was so much there. Okay. 6 of wands. 4 of swords. 3 of wands, temperance. Yeah, some of you are moving into a phase here of understanding patience, really getting it. Okay, allow and giving yourself credit, right? See how she's got these tears? It's like you're standing in this place of victory. Give yourself credit where it's due. You deserve this. You deserve this crown that you're wearing. You deserve these flowers that you're about to get. You deserve to be able to speak your truth. You deserve to be able to sleep good at night. Just be patient. Page of Swords, emotional manipulator. 9 of Swords. So this is coming out to clarify synchronicity. And I shared that story with you because I was saying that's how God in my situation came through and said, yeah, we know this person's watching you. We know this has been stressing you out. We know this has been causing you anxiety. We know that you're fucking obsessed with keeping tabs on when this person's going to make a move or if they're going to ruin your future. We get it. We see it. We're going to come in now and show you that just how far you've come, just how you're actually not triggered. You're only triggered because of the bullshit you see on social media. Page of Cups, 5 of Wands. This person's in competition. They are a third party in this situation. The Tower, there the fuck it is. White Magic, 5 of Pentacles. Someone's been praying here for you to be left out in the cold. Okay? Judgment, 5 of Cups. The Empress, the Vampire. 8 of Cups. So, anyways, if you're worried about this person watching you or whatever, if they are, stop worrying about that. You're not going to stop anything. Recognition. The divine will help you recognize signs and miracles. Past lives. We reunite with our loved ones over and over again through many different lives. Guilt. Don't let guilt get in the way of your happiness. Rekindle. Every relationship has magical moments that can be rekindled. Marriage. A marriage of souls is a union of two divine counterparts blending together. All right, let's get some closing messages. You are the boss of your life. You can hire, fire, and promote accordingly. Okay, so keep that in mind. Every self-honoring boundary you set has the potential to heal the other person. Okay, so again, don't be afraid to set boundaries when it comes to anybody in your life that you need to, because what that's saying is it's going to allow that other person to heal, right? If you're setting a boundary, what is it that they need to do in order to honor that boundary? And are they going to honor that boundary or not? This person from the past made it very clear over and over and over and over and over again that they did not respect your boundaries. There's a solution to every problem. Go within to find it. One, intuition. Time to implement long-cherished ideas. You're on the right track toward making your dreams and visions a reality. The right people, circumstances, and resources are being sent your way. Happiness and new opportunities are at hand. Trust in the process. Okay, what else? Happy Father's Day also, if there's any men watching this video who happen to have children. I hope you have a wonderful day. You guys have a very important role in the family as the leader, the protector, the provider. There's a lot there, and your kids are looking up to you, and I know you're doing a great job. So keep it up. Happy Father's Day. I hope you have a great day. If you're noticing changes within you, it's because you're leaving the old version of yourself behind. You are elevating and shedding unnecessary layers. Old cycles are ending and new beginnings are on the horizon. You deserve this new chapter, collective. Believe and trust. Before going to sleep tonight, say, Archangel Michael, please enter my dreams and replace fear with faith and trust. Let me be filled with strength, courage, and confidence. All right, let's get a closing message from the Moonology Oracle. Closing message. Conclusions are within reach. Full moon eclipse. Full moon eclipse. Full moon eclipse, and just like that, a door slams shut. If you've pulled this card, it suggests that the situation you're asking is about to reach a peak or has just done so, and things are now out of your hands. What you're experiencing now is what your soul signed up for, a way for you to learn and for your soul to evolve. So allow events to unfold and be easy on yourself. If you're letting go of someone or something, know that it's the right time, as hard as it may be. Forgiving someone for what they did could be key to resolving this situation in a positive way. It doesn't make right what they did, but it releases it so you can move on. Attune to the moon. That which is meant for you will not pass. That which is meant for me will not pass me by. Additional meanings for this card. Doors which slam shut now will not reopen. It's time for you to get back on track. Forgiveness will set you free of karma. Meditation, pranayama, and yoga nidra are all recommended now. Seed control and let events unfold. The teaching. Full moons are nearly always about climaxes and very often about conclusions. Full moon eclipses are the same, but on steroids. A full moon eclipse can be hard to handle because it portends change, something many of us are uncomfortable with. But change is a part of life, and this card, no matter when you pull it, reminds you of that fact. Full moon eclipses can also give us a glimpse into what Carl Jung called the shadow self. Work with your darkness. Okay? So, anyways, oh, what the fuck? I hope this didn't get super loud and ruin the reading. I have no idea when that fell off either. Oh well, I'm going to post a video. Sorry if it got screwed up at some point. Anyways, that's all I got for you. Justice. Justice is here, okay? The scales are balancing. Everything's going to be okay. That's all I got for you. I hope you enjoyed this reading. If you did, please press the like and subscribe button. Comment below. Let me know how you're doing. Again, happy Father's Day, and I'll see you during the next reading. Take care.